Hello, can you please state your name and age for the camera?
Sure, I'm Sam Libby. I'm 17 and I'm 20 years old.
Where did you grow up?
Dallas, Texas. Lived there my whole life.
Have you ever been outside the country?
Yes, a couple of times.
Where have you visited?
Briefly went to Canada and Mexico, and then went for 2 weeks to Israel, and recently to Eastern Europe with the orchestra.
What is your religious affiliation, if any?
I'm Jewish.
And are you fluent in Hebrew?
Not really. I can read and write Hebrew, and I don't really know what I'm reading, but I can't read and know a few basic words and stuff.
While you were in Israel, what were some of the typical greetings that you would use?
Well, usually you say shalom, which is in Hebrew, it means hello, goodbye, or peace, so you can use it interchangeably for any of those. Then Israelis will also say, varied, so like they'll say good morning, good afternoon.
In English?
Well, sometimes, but they'll say in Hebrew. So, Boker Tov is good morning. Yeah, usually Boker Tov is more common. And then you could just say what's up, Ma shlomcha, ma nishma.
And that's what's up?
Yeah, or like how's it going?
And do these greetings differ depending on the age of the person? So a peer, like let's say a college student versus an adult or an employer?
Yeah, I think I don't. Ma nishma is more casual, I believe. So I don't think as many adults would say that. They'd probably say shalom or boker tov or something more like in English. It's very similar.
And some of the respondents that I've interviewed so far expressed that there were different greetings for the opposite gender. So males might greet males differently than they do females. Is that present? Do you think that's present in Israel?
Well, the language is such, like, I mean, because you do the masculine and feminine, so you say ma shlomcha for a man or ma shlomech for a woman, I believe. I'm not 100% sure because I'm not fluent, but...
Fair enough. And are you a member of any Jewish activities on campus, such as Hillel?
Sure, I'm currently president of Dartmouth College, Hillel, for this term.
And do you ever greet any of your peers in Hillel using Hebrew or using English?
I've never greeted anyone in Hebrew on campus. I teach religious school here. I try to teach them some greetings, but it doesn't stick, unfortunately.
If you're greeting a person in the United States, how would you greet them, for example, a friend in the United States?
What's up, hey?
And would that differ if they were Jewish, or would it be the same?
Probably not. I mean, I would, yeah, no, definitely not.
If you were going back to Israel for a second, do you use any gestures, or do people in Israel use any gestures when greeting someone? So any sorts of waves or handshakes or bows of any sort?
It's been a while. I went to Israel when I was in 7th grade, after 7th grade, so I don't really remember. Definitely not anything like formally. It's a very westernized society, so I imagine it's very comparable, but I don't remember.
Fair enough. And have your parents been to Israel?
Yeah, they went with me on that trip.
Was that their first time going as well?
It was my dad's first, my mom's second. Yeah.
And when you were in Israel and you were picking up these greetings and perhaps using them, how exactly did you go about learning them? Was it something that you learned while you were in Hebrew school, for example, in the United States, or did you learn that actually when you were in Israel?
Yeah, I mean, you could pick up a couple of words when you're on vacation, but for the most part, everything I would have used, I would have learned in Hebrew school.
Did your parents have any influences on that as well, or was it mainly Hebrew school?
I mean, my mom made me go to Hebrew school, but otherwise, like, they don't speak a word of Hebrew, so nah.
So, if you're in Israel and greeting a friend with a gesture, what would you use?
I'd probably just shake their hand.
Can you demonstrate with me? And would this change for any other people, or just that sort of handshake?
Probably the same handshake. Israel's a pretty westernized culture and society, so like they do this exact same thing. It's really no different.
Okay, well that should be great. Thanks a lot, Sam.
Of course.